up, y'all? It's DeSade, and we back at it again with the back at it again. But this time, I got a treat for you. I am upgrading my mom's kitchen. She wanted it redone, so we gonna do it. The first thing I'm going to do, just take all of the cabinet doors off and wash them. Scrub them really good to remove all of the grease so I can go ahead and sand them, because you don't just want to go right in trying to paint on top of any gloss or any old paint or anything, because I want to make sure that this stick and I want to make sure that it lasts. After I'm done with that, I do want to go ahead and wipe off all of the excess from the sanding process. Then I'm going to go in with my Bare Premium cabinet and trim enamel, and I'm going to use a sponge to really get in the nooks and crannies of this cabinet. And once I'm done with that process, I do want to come in and roll on a thin layer of enamel. I want to go thin because, one, I don't want my drying time to be extremely long. And also, once I apply the first coat, I let it dry. Then I come back with the second coat. Once you let that dry, you want everything to be a smooth finish. If you come in too thick, it's going to be blotchy and just patchy looking. So yeah, do nice thin coats and just build your way up to the finish that you want. And once I finish that, I do want to go ahead and take my paint brush to get the perimeter of the cabinet. And it did start raining, so I had to bring this process inside. Y'all, I'm so sorry. So when doing the perimeter of the cabinet, it is good to go ahead and lift it off of the ground. I just put some canned goods up under there, and this just allowed me to really concentrate on getting a nice smooth finish when I'm painting. And once I finish painting cabinets, I'm just going to sit them to the side, allow them to dry, and move on to something else. I don't want to waste time while my paint drying. Just move on to the next process. Let's keep it moving. Now that I have the cabinet doors complete, I do want to go ahead and paint the actual cabinets themselves. I did sand and wash these cabinets off camera. I don't want y'all to just go in painting up on the cabinet that got gloss on it, and then a couple days or a couple months from now the paint get the peeling and y'all, oh my god, DeSade technique didn't work. It do work. You gotta go in and sand, get the gloss off, get that, you know, get it off of there. Okay, you guys, this is the next day. As y'all can see, the cabinet doors are dry, so I am going to go ahead and remove everything from the cabinets themselves. Don't do what I did trying to paint around stuff. That's just ghetto, and girl, nobody got time for that. Go ahead and move everything out of the way. Put down your drop cloth and be professional when you do your work. Alright. I just wanted to stop and show my face to let y'all know that this is actually me doing this kitchen. Because I know when people come over, they're going to be, oh my god, who did it? Oh, that me. Damn. And I am going to continue to remove everything from the cabinets just so I can sand and clean everything without worrying about, oh, I got this up on the food, I got that up on that. Just want to get everything out the way so I can have a nice clean workstation. In case I didn't mention before, this is a foam roller. This isn't the roller that have the bristles on it. It's just straight up foam because it's for like a smooth to semi-smooth surface. And for the side of the cabinet, I'm using a paintbrush because I did like how thick it laid it on there. And then to get the finish that I wanted, I'm going to come behind there with the roller and just roll it out so everything can have a nice smooth finish. And we moving right along, folks. This little part right here made me feel so professional. I was like, girl, look at me using my little sponge. But yeah, I didn't care about taping this part off because I had all intentions of repainting the kitchen walls as well. And I'm also painting it away, so it was like, okay, whatever. And I also like went and recalked all of this. This separates the wall from the cabinet because I didn't like how it was looking, girl. When I finished, it was giving me a little peekaboo action. So I was like, let me caulk these. Okay, you guys, just a little tip. If you don't want to replace everything, like the hinges or the knobs, all you have to do, get some metal spray paint and spray them any color you want. You don't have to replace every single thing just because you're redoing the kitchen. If the knobs and hinges are still in good condition, go ahead and reuse them. I am reusing the hinges, but I'm not reusing the knobs. We had like a double knob, but this time I went and I bought the single knob. So I did have to fill up one of the holes. So I just took the caulk and I squeezed it up in the hole, wiped away the excess, and I just left it there. And I was like, okay, if you up in my kitchen stirring like, oh, you just put some little caulk up in the hole, you're looking too hard, okay? And then I'm gonna lay the cabinet aside to allow the caulk and everything to dry, and I'm gonna proceed to sand these cabinets. And do y'all see this little break right here between the cabinet? I didn't like that. I know that means it's just two separate cabinets, but I didn't like this. So I'm gonna take some caulk, put it along that little break, and I'm gonna smooth it out so it all could be seamless. And I'm also gonna continue to caulk any cracks that I see.
It sound white, boy.
But once I finished it, I did go back and finish painting this cabinet, and I'm also going to go ahead and put a second coat on everything that I've done thus far.
It sound white, boy.
Okay, so the sun is setting, so I am going to go ahead and recalk things that I probably missed. And I'm also going to sand and paint the back side of the cabinets because I do plan on putting these up the next day and moving on to the next thing that I need to do.
It sound white, boy.
And as y'all can see, I literally worked from sun up to sun down, okay? So once I finished all of that, I allowed the cabinets to dry a little bit more. Then I brought everything back in the house, put the cabinet doors under the cabinets, you know, just to get everything out of the way so we still can have a walking room in the kitchen while I'm working. And the next morning, I walked right up, you know, brushed my teeth and did everything and got right back to it. I just added a second, third, fourth coat onto the cabinet because y'all saw the color I came from. I didn't strip all of the paint off the cabinets. I did sand it and, you know, get it down as good as I could, but I didn't want any of that, just whatever dark blue color to peep through. So yeah, here we go. And once I allow the cabinets to dry, once again, I'm going to come right back into the house and do some more caulking because I noticed that I had, you know, cracks and things within the cabinets themselves. So I did go ahead and caulk all of the cabinets. And once I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and put another coat onto the cabinets themselves. And once I'm done painting everything, I do want to go ahead and put the cabinet doors back up. But before I do that, I do want to install my new knobs that I got. This is like a single knob. I mean, a single hole knob. It isn't like a bar that requires two holes. I'm just going to put these on. It was really easy. You can use like a screwdriver or a drill. It don't matter. I wanted to use the drill because I'm ready to get her done. My mama coming in.
All right, y'all go there. And mama, right? Woo! Oh my God, that boom! Ooh! That look good, girl. Girl, boom! Always spray the screws white. We need to go buy some white screws.
Just like a hater. Had to find something wrong. You feel me, girl? The girls behave. She could just lift it up and, ooh, had to talk about my little screw. You see how a joker do you?
You want to go buy some white screws or you going to paint them?
I'll do this tomorrow.
Oh, boom!
What's up, Mom?
Oh my God! And you did that! Oh! it look good.
Alright y'all, so now I'm just gonna continue to hang up everything, and I do believe that this is the next morning, cause like I said, I was tired. So I'm just gonna continue to hang up these cabinets and then I'm done. This is how the kitchen looked once I completed painting the kitchen cabinets, and I'm not sure if you all could tell, but I did take everything off of the counters and wash and shine them. And once I finished painting, I was like, I may as well go ahead and do some backsplash and get some new cabinet doors. And these are the new cabinet doors. I'm not gonna put the spices back in this. I'm gonna put white dishes into this. Also gonna add lights to it to make it pop. I couldn't use those hinges that came with it because it didn't fit my cabinet, so I did have to use my old hinges. I just painted them white and drilled in some new holes, and there we go. And to give the kitchen a little bit more, I am going to go ahead and put some contact paper in there now. First my camera went dead, then I started recording by my phone, and then my phone went dead. But y'all get the concept of contact paper. I just added this so you guys can know what I did. Okay. Now is the moment we all have been waiting for. I have the peel and stick tile. Don't be turned off by the peel and stick. Some of them are flimsy, but this one is not. When you knock on it, this is actual tile, okay? And then I'm going to use a tile cutter later on in the video, because when I line it up with the wall, of course I do need one of the edges to be extremely straight so it can actually be flush with the wall. But before I do that process, I do want to go ahead and seal the space that I have in between the countertops and the wall, because we ain't liking it, all the cracks and openings. We not for all this, so go ahead and seal it up. Allow it to dry before you start to apply your tile. It's a lot of stuff that I didn't notice until I actually started redoing things, and I did have to put it on thick because I don't know if y'all saw that, but when I put it on regular, it just fell right through the hole. So yeah, I had to put it on thick so it wouldn't fall through. And now look at me, looking good.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Now that I'm done with the caulking process, I can go ahead and prepare my towel. I'm just going to take the little blade and slide the blade across the towel to score it. And then I'm going to come right behind that, press it down. And once you press it down, that cuts it and breaks it. And now you're good to go. And before you apply the towel, you do want to go ahead and clean the wall with like soap and water to remove any grease or anything so that it can adhere nicely to the wall. And then you're going to take the towel, line it up good with the wall. Then you're going to press. And you're good to go, child. Y'all probably not paying it that much attention, but I did take a pen and I drew along the top and bottom where the tile's supposed to go, so when I make it to the other side of the countertop, everything would line up perfectly, because I don't know, something was a bit off, so we just made sure that everything lined up perfectly by drawing a line. Okay, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm filling in any gaps that we have. And I know when you're looking at this like, oh, don't you just put it across? No, because you have like the wall sockets that you have to cut around. You got the different levels, you know, when I'm going across the countertop, but then you also have to take it upwards to get up under the vent hood and all that kind of stuff. So the application process is easy, but you do have to, you know, cut and fit in around a lot of different things. Okay, so right here, that piece was too big, and then my little silver metal piece was too small. So I'm just gonna take one of these pieces, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just cut it and make it fit perfectly. So I'm just gonna get one of the longer pieces and take my box cutter to cut the foam that's on the back side, just to know how wide I need it to be. And then I'm gonna place it up on my tile cutter, score it just a little bit, cut everything out, pop her right in, and we good to go.
It sound right, boys.
Hey, we finished the kitchen. It's done. Ta-da!
Okay, y'all, this is the before and this is the after. So yo, when you first come in the kitchen, the first thing you're gonna see is this little cabinet off to the side. As y'all see, I did put a paper towel holder up under the cabinet because I'm really trying to do a little upgrade, you know. Y'all better act like you know. You see my little soap dispenser right there? So when you put your hand under it, whoop, it comes out. Stop playing with. We ain't touching no soap bottles. None of 2022. We ain't doing it no more. And I know y'all used to seeing more things on the countertop, but my mom did go and get this little rack that you can hang your whisk and your spatulas and all that kind of stuff on to move it out the way, just to open the kitchen up a little bit more. And of course, I'm gonna give you all a close-up of the tile. As y'all can see, some of the tile pieces are smooth and then the other one is rough. Just a nice mosaic thing to keep your eyes going, to keep your eyes wandering.
And make sure to subscribe.
And make sure y'all subscribe if you digging this tile. And y'all see how I cut around that socket? Don't play with me.
And make sure you follow.
And make sure you follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is __BOON. And this right here, I'm just showing you all that I did caulk it. Everything is looking really good. We ain't getting no more gaps nowhere up in the kitchen. We not living for that. Yeah.
Look, when you see, show them my airplane.
Okay.
Woo, can fly. Woo. Woo, thank you, mommy.
You're welcome, Lincoln. And then I'm just gonna still back and let you all look and critique like y'all like to do. And I'm also coming closer for you all. And then we're gonna swing it around to this side. I know I didn't show this side because it's like the same thing I did to the other side is what I did to this side. I wasn't finna go around the whole kitchen, even though I probably should have. I didn't, okay? And then these are some shelves that we purchased just to sit things up on because we have a lot of like air fryers and NutriBullets and different things. And I'm not gonna name drop because they didn't sponsor me. So we have a lot of different things in the kitchen that need to be put away. And then I'm gonna continue to swing and show y'all the kitchen table. We did have a big old round table, but we got rid of that thing and just got this, okay? And then I also have this to put the spices on because my daddy got a lot of spices. And when you cooking, you don't want to always have to walk away, go to the cabinet, open up the cabinet, look for the spice, close the cabinet, blah, blah, blah. You can just turn around, boom, get what you need and come right back with it. And then I'm just going to give you all more before and after just to refresh your memory. This is the before and this is the after. As you all see, the silver knobs and everything does accent the silver accents in the kitchen more. And then I also put lights within the cabinet, y'all. And then I also put one under the cabinet. This is the big light that I have under the cabinet to shine down at night. And then it got like a little remote. You could dim it, you could brighten it, you can cut it on and off. And then this is the remote for the little lights that I have within the cabinet. You could change the color of it, you can make them strobe, you can make them flash, do all of that. And then I also added contact paper up in there. So for the light, if you lose the remote or something, you can just hit it with your hand, but we ain't trying to do that. I just leave the remote within the cabinet. And then there is more before and after.
It sound right, boys.
And that's about it, you guys. So that brings us to the end of this video. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It don't matter. Just engage with me and leave all your questions, comments, or concerns down below. And we out of here.
I tried. You left my heart as cold.